First up, we've got a pair of chocolate flat riding type boots, you know, yard type boots, but they're not for that. They are for you to wear to look stylish. They're also lined. They've got an artificial zip down here, which will open a little way to give you a bit of extra room if you wanted it. And they've got a buckle here, which you could tighten or loosen if you wanted to as well. And a buckle down there, which is for decorative purposes. But that looks an awful lot like a boot that my daughter used to wear to the yard, and that you see on sale at country fairs. But it's not for that. No, you're going to wear this with your outfits. Inside, it is, look at that, lovely warm lining. And because they are made by Dream Pairs, who are sponsoring this video, thought has gone into their comfort. So they're roomy inside. The actual width of the calf, you know, many of you may have an issue that if you're buying knee-length boots, your calves are tight, you know, that your calves just won't go in them. That I've heard this before, that that is an issue. These, I reckon, would work because they're actually quite wide-calfed. Now, if you've got a skinny leg like me, that's not a bad thing either, because trousers are wider. We're not wearing our skinny jeans with knee-length boots now. We're wearing slightly wider jeans, and we're going to get more of that baggy look over the top. Personally, I don't like the really balloon baggy look. I've never liked it. I didn't like it when it was around before, but I'm happy with, say, a straight leg jean in a boot like this that's got a slightly wider calf that will take that modern cut jean and give you that sort of ruched, ruffled look around the trouser above the jean. But also these go great with a dress too. So I ordered a US 5 and what is this? A 6.5. It's a 6.5 in US, which is a 4.5 UK. My size is 3 to 3.5. So slightly big for me, but actually they don't feel too big on. So by the time you've got socks on as well in the winter, you know, that I read somewhere years ago that you want to go up a size in boots. So I'm happy with that. But I also want to show you something that if you are short like me, it's a handy little trick with boots. And that is something I bought years ago from Amazon. They're these things. And you just put them in your boot and it just raises your foot. And what this does is raise your foot so you're a little bit taller, so you're actually taller in your boot. It means that if you have the knee of the boots coming to your knee or just at your knee and is at the wrong placing, putting this in raises you up, so makes then the top of the boot the right placing just below the knee. It raises you, it gives you a little bit height. But also I find with boots that sometimes the area here on the heel rubs the heel of my foot, and so these have avoided that because it raises the back of my foot up, so as my heel is not rubbing against the back of the heel of a boot. I actually don't think that would be a problem with these because they're so well thought out, and because you've got the furry lining as well inside, that you know, artificial fur, that where that join is that could rub your heel is actually fur covered. So I've styled these a couple of ways. One is what I'm wearing at the moment, which is a pair of straight jeans tucked inside the boots. Now, if you wanted to, obviously you could put elastic band around the legs of your trousers to actually give a smoother line, but that's not really what we're seeing around. You know, I've seen other YouTubers wearing boots and trousers, and it's a really big baggy look tucked into the boot. But chocolate looks fantastic with denim. And I've used this blouse as well, which is sort of a denim-y blue blouse. Also, this is a nice autumn look, going into winter look, and then say chocolate boots with a camel coat, because you're well-dressed women, you've got a camel coat. Of course you have, because that's so classic and stylish. You're going to have a camel coat, and it looks great with that as well. So, you know, this combination of the blue and the denim, the chocolate and the camel, I think is absolutely great look. But these brown boots could also be worn, say, with a knit dress in the winter. So I'm showing here a a long baxy mid-axy knitted camel dress, and I think chocolate and camel. Again, as I said, with the camel coat, fabulous combination. And you're going to want to know how to put them on. If that is a decorative zip there, well, there is a working and zip on the inside. The zip goes right down to the bottom there, so you're not struggling. You don't have to pull the boot on. Your foot can slip in really easily into that gap created by the zip lowering down. And because it's Dream Pairs, the base of it is so comfortable and cushioned. They are as wonderful as I found the sandals in the summer. And you know, I really love those sandals, and I wore the sandals a lot. Took them on holiday with me to Portugal as well. So, yeah. Right, my next pair of boots to show you are exactly the same. Hey, what's the point, you're going to say? Oh, goodness, it's hot in here. It's that weekend. This is a hot week in October. UK ladies, it's that hot week in October. And I'm sweltering. I've just opened the window. It's sweltering in here. We've got summer now. Anyway, that's the British weather for you. We moaned during the summer because it was cold, and now autumn is here and we're sweltering, just as we were in the spring. So again, the same boot but in black. And the point is that I wanted to have a black boot as well as a brown because they both have different uses, and I loved this design. This is just so casually chic. It's a current design, it's an on-trend design, but it speaks to my casual style. So black, and I'll also point out that it's got this sort of quilting here. The brown one had as well, this quilting design, but everything else about it as well, apart from the colour, exactly the same as the brown boot. But yeah, attractive quilting too. Obviously the real zip on the inside there, and you've got that artificial furry, warm, soft lining and the cushioned sole, as you would do with the brown one. How I styled the black boots then was with a navy dress, because the navy and black, I think, don't go so well with brown, so it's good to have a black boot in your wardrobe as well. Now, a chunky knit navy dress, say a grey knitted dress, camel again as well, black knit dress would look really excellent with a chunky knee boot like this. Really fashionable, on-trend way, and comfortable, and suits we casual people, doesn't it? We look stylish, chic, and casual. We don't feel artificial in something like this. It is us. The next boot to show you is a classic Chelsea boot. A Chelsea boot you put on, it's got, pull on, it's got a tab here. That's your classic Chelsea boot. This is black suedette, and the heel, I'll measure the heel for you. The heel is about 6.5 centimetres. Cushioned sole inside, cushioned. I ordered these in a 5.5, which is a UK 3.5. So perfect with a pair of socks in for me with my size 3 feet. And everybody needs a black suedette Chelsea boot. I got some years ago from Topshop, which I've now got rid of, having received these. And they lasted me a long time, but they were so useful to finish off an outfit. Generally, I found if I didn't know what to wear with some black trousers or a black skirt, my little black ankle boots, Chelsea boot, would fit the bill. So I think that everybody should have a boot like this in their wardrobe. And if comfort is key for you, do explore Dream Pairs version of this boot. Now, I know this is available in the States because these came over from the US. The boots I was showing earlier on are in the States and the UK. These ones they're hoping to bring out in the UK, and by the time this video is live, may well be. So keep an eye on Dream Pairs on the UK's website on Amazon. I'll link down below the Amazon site for UK and USA. But also explore others. There's a much wider range than I'm showing you. I've just selected a few boots. But a black Chelsea boot. Now, how did I style this? Well, there's so many ways to style a black Chelsea boot. But what I have done is showed them with a pair of side striped ivory trousers and a black polo neck. Now, this outfit is called a sandwich because I've got the black on the top and black on the bottom. and it coordinates well with, say, the side stripe on the trousers. These trousers you'll remember from another video where I longed to keep them, but they're just slightly too long for me. With the boot, not so bad actually. You know, wearing a heel with those trousers actually worked quite well. But if you fancy a look of ivory and black Chelsea boot would do that for you, create that finish on the sandwich and bring that ivory black back into looking good with the black. And over the years, as I said, with my previous little black suede Chelsea boots that I've thrown out now, I often found they were really useful with a pleather pair of trousers. So that straight leg pleather trouser that you just didn't know what boot to wear with it, your suede black Chelsea boot fitted the bill. So here I'm using my pleather trousers with these black boots and a white blouse and a modern vest. You know, we're wearing vests, we're wearing these sweater vests over our outfits now, over our blouses now, and so that's how I pulled this outfit together. So it's a modern look for us that we can wear. It's casual, it's stylish, it's current, and we're not going to look dated in an outfit like this. Now my next boot to show you is the same as the black ones. You can see a bit more detail because they're lighter coloured. So detail I'll show you is that we've got this elastic here, and the black ones have as well, which is quite stretchy. So they're easy to pull on. You've also got the tab to pull on as well, make it easy. That stretch is on both sides, and that's true of the black ones too. Same type of heel, size heel, cushioned inside. You just slip your foot in. I ordered these ones in a 5 US, which is 3 UK, and also a pair in 6. I have found that, like many boots, it's best to go up a size because then you've got room for socks and you've got room for the ability to get your foot in too. So the 5.5s and the 6s fit me better than the 5. Once the 5's on, it fits great. It's just getting the foot in is a little bit tight. So I'm very comfortable with, and if I was to order these again, I would definitely be ordering half a size to 1 size up in the ankle boot. And then also it gives me room for socks too. Now, in the UK, you may say, well, that's a very impractical colour. Well, this comes in a variety of colours. There's the black ones as well, but also other colours too. But I wanted to spoil myself and have a camel boot, because weather like we've got at the moment in the UK without any rain, a boot like this for the autumn is fantastic. Those cool, fresh days where the ground's dry is going to be great. Obviously, rainy days, muddy days, sludgy days, not so. But going out in a car to then go to a restaurant, also fabulous. But in the States, ladies, where you've got drier weather, this colour is so classy. And I had always wanted a camel coloured boot because it is classy. Because it is really classy. Goes well with a camel coat, goes well with denim, a camel knitted dress as well, maybe. Well, it would even go with your black dresses, your grey dresses too. And as a denim, also black jeans. It would go well with black jeans. It's a handy colour to have. So I've styled these boots in the 5.5s and 6s that I tried on with, well, in what I'm wearing at the moment, to show you how well this sort of colour goes well with, goes with denim, which is absolutely super. And also with a camel dress, knitted dress, which is a Midaxi on me. I showed it earlier with another pair of boots. But to wear that dress, you could also wear, say, some little ankle boots. Now, what we're doing with ankle boots is actually not having our jeans or our trousers or our dresses hanging over the top of the boot. You're seeing the top of the ankle boot, and you're seeing, if you can, and you can tolerate it, a little bit of skin as well in between the two. But the modern look, what we're going to see this winter, what the fashionistas are telling us to wear, is to roll up our jeans and have them at the top of the boot, or just above the top of the boot, not hanging over. So the 2 boot styles I've shown you so far, which are going to be on trend this autumn and winter, are boots that you can wear now. You know that when you go out in the street, other people are going to be wearing similar. They're just everyday, functional, stylish, chic boots. But the other big boot trend, apparently, that we're not yet seeing in the street, but I assume we will do once these are being bought from the shops, is the cowboy boot. And I would say that once the trend's here, it's going to be here for a couple of years. So I did order, and they have actually got a huge range of cowboy boots. They've got a huge range of cowboy boots. I was a little bit reckless and ordered some in white. Now, you may prefer just to go for tan, brown, chocolate, black, which you can because they're there. Or you may be like me and just think, actually, do you know what? I'm just going to really stand out and go for white. So, yeah, I got myself some white cowboy boots. So there's a zip here on this side to make them easy to get on. They've got a similar height heel to the other boots as well. And they are sort of, the lining is a spongy type lining there, not fluffy this time, but spongy, foamy type lining. And again, of course, your cushioned sole, which is so comfortable. And at the back here, you've got the join higher up. You can see the join there. That's higher up. So my heel would be here. So you're not going to get any rubbing because there's no seam or join there where you can get that sort of rubbing exposure. So these are gorgeous, aren't they? Now, I know that white boots have been around for the winter for a while now, but I've never actually got onto that white boot trend. So that's why I thought, do you know what? I'm going to just combine the two trends in one. Cowboy boots, white boots. 2 in 1. And got those studs on it. You see these silver studs, silvery coloured steel studs. And then you've got the cowboy type detail as well. This is the biggest challenge, of course, isn't it? So having spoilt myself with some white cowboy boots, how am I going to wear them? But that's randomly chatting to my husband and saying, you know, I think about how to wear my nice new white cowboy boots. And he said, oh, with white jeans, of course. I thought, oh, I hadn't thought of that. I thought lots of outfits, but I hadn't thought of white jeans. So, of course, we wear white after Labour Day. We don't have a Labour Day thing in the UK. And my children, my daughters in their 20s, they've never had a thing about not wearing white jeans in the winter. They've always worn white jeans in the winter. And I know a lot of young people do. So let's get away with this white jeans hang up. You can wear them in the winter. Absolutely, you can wear them in the winter. It's winter white. Even if they're bright white, still call it winter white. As long as they're thick enough to keep you warm. So I've got white jeans that are thick enough to keep me warm, and I would definitely wear these in the winter. Say, now here's a Camel pullover with the white cowboy boots, and isn't that lovely? Say, winter white outfit for winter, autumn outfit, spring outfit. So there you are. You know, if you wanted to really splash out, be different, stand out amongst your friends, and have some white cowboy boots, there's an outfit, because you're going to have white jeans and you're going to have a camel jumper. But then I wanted to do a more sort of traditional cowboy boot look, and I pulled out my old denim dress. Denim and white cowboy boots looks great. And you've seen denim jeans outfits, so I thought, no, denim dress. So I've used my white belt with this as well to bring the white together, the white of the boots and the white of the belt together. And this might be your look for going, you know, to a Western restaurant, to I don't know, some of you live down in Texas and that sort of area, and this would be maybe this sort of type of thing you wear out generally. So add white boots to it, and white cowboy boots to your cowboy boot wardrobe. So I'd sort of try this look and see if that appeal to you. Kind of appeal to me. It's something that I would wear. You know, I think I might wear it, say, if I was going out to Smith & Weston, put an outfit like that on. Now, you're going to want to know how to shop dream pairs. So as I said, they are on Amazon in the States and the UK. I will list them down below for you. And they're very reasonably priced. The type of boot they are, the type of comfort you get, these are incredibly reasonably priced.